Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of After the License, the podcast where we help real estate agents build their business. I'm your host, Jeff Bittner. Today we're going to touch on the three things that you want to ensure a website has if you want it to rank well for your name or your brand. Before we get started, if you're listening on the podcast, make sure you check out our YouTube channel. We have YouTube specific trainings and goodies like in the YouTube description. And if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you check us out basically anywhere you get podcasts. Okay, so if you're creating a website for your brand or for your name because you want to rank well when people search your name or your brand, there's three things that you can do to give you a leg up. First off, you can buy a domain that includes that name or that brand name. So if your name is Mike Smith, you might want to try and find Mike Smith Real Estate or MikeSmith.com. Or if you're the Big Houses Real Estate team, you might want to try and buy BigHousesRealEstate.com or BigHousesRealEstateTeam.com. Having that name in your domain tells Google that that might be what your website's about. Now, if you're big into SEO, you know that having a domain name with the keyword in there isn't the end all be all. Google takes it as much less of a priority than it did in years past. It used to be that if you bought homes for sale in Scottsdale, you would automatically rank 1 for homes for sale in Scottsdale. That's not the case anymore. You have to have the content to back it up. In a lot of cases, the backlinks, but it gives you a great head start. If your domain name contains your brand name and your content contains your brand name, you're in a much better spot in telling Google, hey, this is what this site's about. Step number 2 to give you a leg up in ranking well when creating a website for your brand or your team, you want to make sure that the site is secure. So if you browse along on the internet and you use something like Google Chrome, if you visit a site that's not secure, you'll get a warning from Google. Google is prioritizing security in a lot of cases. And so the difference, and for most people, if you're not tech savvy, is you might find a website that's HTTP and you might find a website that's HTTPS. The TTPS is the secure part. It tells Google that you have an extra level of security attached to your website. So you want to make sure that you purchase a website and set it up so that it has that HTTPS security in it. Finally, the third thing to ensuring that your site give you a leg up on SEO rankings with your team site or your brand name site is you want to make sure that your site loads fast. You want to make sure that your site loads fast. Now, I've built a ton of websites and I've used WordPress for a lot of them. If you're looking for a good resource, I've hosted my websites at Kinsta, Kinsta. I'll put that link in the description. They're not a paid promoter of this. They're not an affiliate link or anything. I just use them and I like them. Kinsta allows me to create websites that are quick. They're fast. They have some tech options in the back end that kind of enable so that your site loads quickly. And they also allow you to really secure a website really easily without a bunch of hoops to jump through. So if you're looking at creating a new WordPress website, look at Kinsta first. I think it's about $30 a month to host one website there. But it's really going to give you a leg up on not only speed, but it's going to give you a good hosting provider, and it's going to give you the option to actually do some free security and make sure your site is secure so that you meet all of those checkboxes. So those are the three big things. Make sure you buy a good domain, make sure the site is secure, and make sure it loads fast. And you're going to have a huge leg up on anyone else, any other competition when ranking for easy terms like your name or your brand name. Okay, guys, I hope that was helpful. Drop a comment below. Do you have a site for your brand? Do you have a site for your team? Does it match all three things? Do you rank well when someone searches your name or your brand? And as always, if you found this video helpful, please give it the thumbs up and consider subscribing, and I'll catch you guys next time.